Hi everyone and welcome back. Today, let me show you how to make this delicious, yummy, crispy, crunchy kurma. And today's episode is being sponsored by Alston's Marketing Company with brands such as Naturally Almond Milk, Caribbean Dreams, Lucima Pasta, Bragg, and Squeezy. So to start this recipe, I have my flour in my bowl, and to that I'm going to add in 1 pack of Caribbean Dreams instant ginger. I like a really gingery kurma, so hence the reason why I put a full pack. Now I'm going to go in with freshly grated nutmeg and cardamom or elaichi. All of these spices make this kurma so warm and inviting, and this pumpkin spice is just going to take it over the top. If you don't have pumpkin spice, you can also use cinnamon powder. Mix that in, and then goes in unsalted butter. When you're making anything for Diwali, you want to try to keep it unsalted, especially if you're using it for offering. So rub that butter into the flour until it's nice and crumbly. Now here I'm going to go in with my Naturally Almond Milk, and this is the sweetened version, which is their original flavor. So add in a little at a time and mix. As you're mixing, your dough is going to become very shaggy. Then you add a little bit again and keep mixing. You don't ever want to add all of your liquid at once because you want a really firm dough. So a little at a time and just keep mixing until it all comes together. Squeeze as you're kneading it, and you'll see how it starts to stick, and that's your indication that you do not need to add any more liquid. So once it starts to come together, you want to squeeze it to form it into a dough ball, and you don't want to over knead this. So once it comes into that dough ball, it's done, and we're going to place it on our surface. Now you want to flour your surface, and then we'll roll this out to 1/4 of an inch in thickness. As this fries, you'll see how it will start to puff up and the layers will form. So it will probably go from 1/4 of an inch to just under 1/2 of an inch once it's fried. So I like to clean my edges when I roll out my dough. This is just me, you don't have to. And now we're going to cut this up into thin strips. I always like using my pizza cutter because I feel like I get better leverage when I'm using that to get really nice straight edges and straight lines. So you can cut these to whatever length you like. I don't like them too long and I don't like them too short. And then you just pick them up and you're going to place them in your oil. I already have my oil heating up on a medium heat. You don't want it to be too low and you don't want it to be too high. So drop in those kurma pieces and allow them to fry. If it's getting brown really quickly, your heat is too high. So on my electric stove, I'm frying it on a number 6. So give it a slight nudge. You don't want to break up the pieces. Just take your time, gently move them around and keep allowing it to fry. And now as it firms up, you can turn it more. And you'll see how it goes from that light brown color to a darker brown color. Now I like mine not too dark and not too white, so I'll fry it how I like it, which is this perfect color here. If you like it darker, by all means. The trick to getting that really crunchy kurma is allowing it to take its time and fry on that medium-low heat until the layers puff up and it's just perfectly crisp at this point. That took about 20 minutes. So let's now make the sugar syrup. We're going to add our sugar and our water to our saucepan, and I'm making a very small amount of sugar syrup because I don't want to drown the kurma pieces in a lot of sugar. If you love a lot of sugar on your kurma, I suggest that you double the ingredients for this. Now we're going to allow this to cook on medium heat. Mix, mix, mix. You don't want the sugar to burn, and just as it starts to crystallize on the inner rim of the pot, you want to immediately throw it into your kurma. And I love using a plastic bowl for this because it makes cleanup easy. The sugar isn't going to stick to that bowl and give me any trouble when it's time to clean. So mix, mix, mix until the kurma is coated, and set this aside until you're ready to use it, or unless you're having it right away.
So guys, thank you all so much for watching this Diwali episode, Making Kurma, and thank you to Almond Marketing for sponsoring this episode. But before I go, let me bite into one of this so you can just hear how crunchy and crispy this is. So delicious, so good. I can't wait for you all to try it. Stay tuned to my channel because I have lots more recipes to share using all of their yummy, delicious products. And after Diwali, you'll want to stick around for our Christmas series. So see you guys in my next video. Bye.